Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. And got to work at 7:30 this morning and finished at 12:15. Happy days. And getting paid for it, full pay. Eh? Wow. I've got to email them later and and unbook my holidays because one, no one's going anywhere, and two, I can take them later in the year when it's cold. So, Old Hoppy Hen Pale Ale. From Moreland, the makers of obviously Old Speckled Hen, and it's 4.2%. Says there's an aroma of grapefruit and a taste of fresh grapefruits, light and satisfying bitterness. So yeah, Old Hoppy Hen. Moreland's owned by Green King. Oh shit. Fucking hell, I didn't expect it to bubble out like that. Jesus Christ. No wonder my floor's knackered. I bought the cheapest, crappiest B&M laminate. It's a shed. It's a beer room. And yeah, the floor's not looking great. Bit of wood. Add a bit of wood to it, bit of oak. Or should we say pallet. So, bang on carbonation and lacing. I wonder if it's out of date a little bit because that was explosive. Look at that. Really bubbling away. Look at the bubbles. Bubbles. So yeah, while it goes down. But anyway, colour wise, in this light it's amber with a white head. Definitely grapefruit on the aroma. I'll let it settle down a minute. So yeah, Old Hoppy Hen, made by Moreland's, Green King owned Moreland's. They also do Old Speckled Hen, which is their most, I would say, their biggest seller. It's more for the mainstream. Dogs come in. Sorry about the tippy tappies. Get out. And there's also Old Crafty Hen, which is 6.5%. They also do Old Speckled in no alcohol. Yeah, I don't see the fun in that myself, but hey, somebody's got to drink it, I suppose. They did do Old Spooky Hen for Halloween once. It was a pumpkin flavoured version. Why they didn't bring it back? Winds me up. He'll look at me in a minute and pee off. Go away. Go away. Dogs. Yeah, the Old Spooky. There was Old Nutty Hen, which came out in autumn the other year. And then there's another one, Hen's Tooth, which last time I seen it was at Morrison's. I don't even think they sell it there anymore. I think it's disappeared. And that was a bottle conditioned 7.2%, or around about that anyway. Beer. So yeah, go into work, quickly do the gas lamps, and that's it. We don't want anybody on site unless it's an emergency. And we're paying you full. I mean, you know, I've been talking about leaving this job for months and months and months, and now the time when there's obviously, you know, it's obviously a pretty serious emergency around the country, and I've got a cushy little role. Sometimes you just fall right, don't you? Sometimes. Oh, nice bite to it, nice hoppy bite to it. Definitely get the taste of grapefruit in there. So, today I'm going to be doing, as soon as I can kick my son out of the kitchen, because he's hogging the bloody kitchen. Although I might do some painting just to pass a bit of time. Once I've done it, it's done. I ain't got to touch it again. You know, outside sheds. But I've got 3 homebrew kits to do. To start, I've got to bottle up a bit more prune juice, or bin it. I'll probably bottle it actually. There's always somebody who wants a bottle. Might tell them it's something, you know, something else. But and then I'm starting with 3 homebrew wines. But last night I've also gone and bought 2 new kits as well. I bought a rosé wine kit and a white wine kit because it's hard to know. I mean, I ain't been to a supermarket for a week now, limiting any outside of world contact to the absolute bare minimum, which is what we should all be doing. But yeah, I've got 2 new wine kits coming. I've got a load of beers coming in the post at some stage anyway. They'll get here when they get here. And I'm on full brewing at the moment. It's and I've got the time to do it as well. So bless you, my son. I reckon I've got work for about 5 hours next Monday, and then on the Tuesday or the Wednesday probably go in again just to make sure it's tickety boo. A couple of hours and then go. It's wow. I mean, obviously you still put yourself in some risk, I suppose. Even though I work on my own, I'm away from everybody else, so in that respect. Past construction sites this morning, blokes all sat together, and you think to yourself, what are the government telling you, you idiots? I mean, yes, they have to work, but if I was on a construction site, I'd say, fuck off is, and I'll work in my area, you go work in yours. Until further its restrictions are called, and at the moment nobody knows what's happening, so ooh. So this is quite nice. It's been a while since I've had this. Definitely light, definitely refreshing. That nice grapefruit taste. It's subtle, very subtle. It's there, but it's subtle. Very cleansing, palate cleansing. And overall, pretty decent beer, to be fair. I just wish you could still get the other variations that they did in bottle, because Old Crafty Hens, an absolute gorgeous beer. So is Hens Tooth, and Hens Tooth is probably the least well known of the beers. And then you've got Old Golden Hen in there, forgot about that. And I can't think of any more Hens. No, don't think there is. Yeah, that's it on the old hen front. Old Speckled being the biggest seller, obviously, by a mile, I would have thought. And one of the biggest sellers in Britain. You know it's one of the biggest sellers when you see it in bottle, you see it in crates, cans, bottle crates. So you know that where it is, it's obviously a massive seller. Otherwise, supermarkets would, shove it off. Although sometimes they fall out with suppliers anyway, fall out with companies, and that's why you don't see them on the shelves. And with the restrictions that came in yesterday, a lot of brewery shops around the country were closing down, which was bad news for a lot of people, because in my opinion, supermarkets cannot bear the brunt of all the beer sales. Yeah, it's good profit for them. But the fact of the matter is, you'd probably go to shops and not be able to buy a single bloody bottle because they just can't keep up with the demand. So brewery shops, even though they can't open the pubs, the shops are a lifeline to the breweries anyway. And I will be supporting. Well, I'm going to get any pennies from doing gardens, because I've got the old bloke's garden that I do, and whether I'm allowed to go and do it, I don't know. I'll phone him up and chat to him about that. And the old lady as well. But if I do, then I should be nipping down to one of the brewery shops afterwards and sorting that. Getting a good share of beer. Hopefully some newbies, because it's all about the newbies with me. Ooh. So yeah, a decent tasting beer. The only place I remember seeing this recently is on sale in Home Bargains. So if you pop down to your local Home Bargains, get yourself a few beers, because they're still open, so that's a good thing. Whether they'll have a lot of beers, that's another thing. I can see, but I would have thought that a lot of these supermarkets now are ramping up their efforts, just as I am ramping up my beer brewing efforts. I took over the wife's cake room now. Our dining room is her cake room. She does all her cakes in there and in the kitchen. and in the front room, but mainly in there. So now I've took it over while she's not doing cakes. It's my brewing room. So obviously it's still not quite warm enough at night to be brewing in this shed. You know, come May, yeah, we're fine. But hopefully by then things will return to normal. I do think though all April is going to be lost. I think we're going to lose April. What you want is a very hot April. Hot and dry, that's what we want. One, it will dry out all the rivers and that, dry them down a bit. And not only that, so that'll take flooding risks away from everybody. It will help the crops, and also heat should help the the virus thing, get rid of it a bit faster, hopefully. So this is damn decent beer, and because it's sunny today, sometimes beers are made for sunny days, and pale ales, ciders and lagers are all made for the sunnier weather, whereas obviously stouts and that are made for the darker, the wintry weather. And I personally think a lot of people are homebrewing now, because you look in the supermarkets, Wilco's, I'm trying to buy their wine online, can't get it. Can't get any wine kits from them, because I was going to use them for wine kits, but can't do it. So I've had to pay for 2 kits and get them delivered, and I've had to use a new brewery, because I haven't been able to go to my regular homebrew shops rather, because they're absolutely sniding out with sales. They've got the stock, but they just can't get it out quick enough. So that's good news for them. So there's always somebody who wins in the situation, isn't there? I mean, like me, I'm winning. For me, it's a win-win, because one, I'm only at work a day or so a week, and that's not even full days. A day and a half, probably. A day and a half in total, I would have thought, next week, looking by what we've got to do. And, yeah, a day and a half in total. And life's good, really, in that respect. Now I've just got to pray none of us get that fucking virus. So, amber pour, white head, notes of grapefruit are both the aroma and taste. Not a grapefruit beer per se though, just notes, but very nice, very palate cleansing, really decent. Out of 5? 4.1 out of 5. Whilst not being a top 10 beer for me, it doesn't hit the spot in that much, but today it's just a nice first quencher before I go and do a load of painting. Job's a good one. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon. I did say 4.1, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yeah, sometimes I forget. Cheers.